March 5th, 2024, Robert Garrison Brown, son of Janelle and Cody Brown, beloved brother, uncle, and friend, passed away. The news was sudden and shocking, and those of us in the Sister Wives community have tried our best over the last year to tiptoe around this very sensitive topic. In the immediate aftermath, it was obviously unclear what the future held for the show. Many of us were of the opinion that we would support the family no matter what choice they made. I think we all would have understood if the family chose to end the show at that time. But ultimately, the family did decide to continue filming and to continue with the season that was already in the midst of filming. It's been made pretty clear that season 19 has been edited to make it so Garrison was in the season as little as possible. We really have only seen him in the background of some of the gatherings that have been held. I understand why this decision was made to edit Garrison out as much as possible. With the 1-year anniversary of Garrison's passing approaching, I wanted to take a moment to remember Garrison and all he gave to the world. He was loved, he is missed, and he will be remembered. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. I don't pretend to know the right way to talk about mental health issues. I'm definitely not a mental health professional. If anything, I empathize as someone who suffers from mental health issues myself. Have I said the wrong thing at times when it comes to discussing Garrison's passing? I might have. And if I've said anything that has rubbed someone the wrong way this past year, I'm sorry. I've only ever wanted to shine a light on the amazing gift that Garrison was to this world. I didn't know Garrison personally, but those of us who have watched Sister Wives for a while, some from the beginning, we did watch Garrison grow up, and boy, did he grow up to be quite an exceptional young adult. He had a strong moral compass. He wasn't afraid to challenge authority. He was fiercely protective of his family, and he was a loving son, brother, friend, and animal dad. Everyone loved Garrison. I want this video to be a way for those of us who want to talk about Garrison to be able to honor the amazing gift he was.
What's up? Oh my gosh, what the heck is that?
One thing we've talked about in the Sister Wives community is what a great group of adolescents the Brown kids were. Something that kept viewers coming back week after week was to see this precocious bunch of kids. Were they parentified to shit? Yeah, and that sucks. But these kids loved each other fiercely, and the parents, for better or worse, raised their kids to question authority, even their own. One of my favorite moments of Garrison on the show was when he said this to Cody.
You're the sergeant.
I don't care.
And you're going to do what I say,
Okay.
and you're not going to question. That's how this is going down.
You know what happened at the Russian Revolution? They ended up shooting their sergeants because they didn't like the orders they were giving them.
As a younger sibling myself, I can totally relate to Gabe's face in this scene. It's like he was thinking, that was a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this plays out.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
The move to Flagstaff was very difficult for the majority of the Brown family. They went from having houses all next door to each other to living a considerable distance away. Then the pandemic hit, and the 4 households got even more isolated from each other. Garrison worked so hard to let his siblings know that they mattered to him and that they were important. This moment that he built a flower bed for Truly really stands out to highlight just the kind of young man Garrison was.
But right away this morning, Garrison, oh my gosh, he's so cute. He goes, I want to build her a flower garden.
Should we do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Now, I've built flower gardens, Cody, in the past, and it's an all-day long adventure, sometimes a couple of days. Garrison's like, I'll be there in like an hour, and then we'll set it up, and I'll be gone in like an hour tops. I've been married to Cody Brown for many years, and it takes him hours to do things, hours and hours and hours and all day. It's been like 23 minutes. And Garrison's done. And it's a flower garden, complete. 4 sides, dirt's in it. I mean, it's awesome to not always be complicated.
Honestly, just what a gem of a human. Truly, along with the rest of his siblings, we're so lucky to have Garrison as a brother, and I know that they know that. The other thing that I do love about this clip was when Christine has this commentary about how she naturally assumed from her previous DIY projects with Cody that this would be an all-day project, but it only ends up taking Garrison less than a half an hour to construct. We saw a lot of Garrison and Gabriel during these more recent seasons because they were some of the oldest kids living in Flagstaff, and they had a lot of opinions about what was happening to the family through the pandemic. We can't ignore that Garrison disagreed with the way his dad was handling the COVID protocols because Garrison was so family oriented. He wanted his family to all be together. Garrison was fiercely defensive of his family, all of his family, and he even exclaimed without hesitation that if it came down to it, he would quit his job to take care of his mother if she were to get sick.
So let me give you the big picture then. If mom gets sick, who's going to take care of her?
Us.
No, you both are busy with school.
If mom got sick, I'd freaking quit my job to help her.
Well, normally it'd be me, okay? That wasn't the right answer.
This was not even a second thought for Garrison. Who's going to take care of Janelle? For Garrison, the answer to that question came naturally to him. Well, duh, Dad. Me, of course. I noticed that Garrison wasn't afraid to publicly say on the show that he disagreed with his father's handling of COVID. And I always got this sense that part of the reason why he did this was to shield his other siblings from any backlash that may come from Cody seeing that play back on the show. And again, that was just the kind of person Garrison was. Protective and thoughtful. I'll be honest, I wish this season didn't erase Garrison completely, but ultimately I do understand that that was a decision that needed to be made when this happened, and I don't disagree that this was the most considerate move for Janelle and for Garrison's whole family. According to the World Health Organization, more than 720,000 people die by suicide every year. Suicide is the third leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. Stigma, particularly surrounding mental disorders and suicide, means many people thinking of taking their own life or who have attempted suicide are not seeking help and are therefore not getting the help that they need. The prevention of suicide has not been adequately addressed due to a lack of awareness of suicide as a major public health problem and the taboo in many societies to openly discuss it. To date, only a few countries have included suicide prevention among their health priorities, and only 38 countries report having a national suicide prevention strategy. Raising community awareness and breaking down the taboo is important for countries to make progress in preventing suicide. Here in the United States, there is a national suicide and crisis lifeline available 24/7. You can call or text 988 at any time to get help for yourself or for someone you know. Garrison Brown was loved by his family and those who knew him, and he is missed dearly. Rest in peace, Garrison. May your memory forever be honored.